So that's what it looks like from the inside right now. Got everything pretty much flush all the way through. There's a couple little low spots that I'm going to take care of. But before I do that, I'm going to go out back and so there's that surface again. Come out nice, and just so I want it a little proud, because I'll sand that down, have it taper a little bit, and then I'll also do a bit more epoxy from the outside. But all of these holes I'm going to block out now. What I'll do, get rid of my files, and just go around it. Same thing I did for that. Expose a little bit of the gel coat. I even take a grinder to it. Expose a little bit of the gel coat and the raw glass, and just get them nice and cleaned out everywhere. And then I will put a little tuck tape on the back of this, and then probably a larger one, but then duct tape that over each hole, and then fill it from the inside when I before I lay my 1708. So I'll fill all the holes from the outside. I'll tape them all up. Come on the inside, fill them with putty everywhere. While it's still green, I'll wet this all out. And then I'll do one full sheet of 1708. Then all these rivets, technically they'll be like rivets, will be chemically bonded to that 1708. And just the way these rivets are chemically bonded to this 1708. And then I'll have a perfectly sealed transom before I even begin. And I have a couple thoughts or tricks I'm going to try to attempt to put this wood in without putting any holes in the transom. Just one last sand before I go outside and plug the holes here. Using my palm sander this time. I just hit it with this guy. It's my grinder 40 grit button. You just got to go really light, and not as even Steven as I'd like to go with it, so I'll finish it off with this guy. It just makes it more even. Make sure I get rid of any shiny spots. Then I'll go outside here and plug it all up. Well, it's taking me longer than expected. Once I started going with the palm sander, it's like just running your hand over it. It really exposed a couple little dips or whatever. So I'm just cleaning that up a little bit more to go on this side. Everything else is good though. And as you can see, I dug out the holes a little bit on this side, so I get that rivet effect even better. So a little bit here, clean up all the dust again, wipe it down both sides, plug up the back, and come in and throw on some peanut butter.
See, I can't remember what I said there with my mask on, but that is all done perfect now. Very smooth. Couple little low spots, not much, that I will fill with some putty. And then right now, I'm on the back side. I just wiped this all down, and same thing like on the inside. I dug out a little bit of extra, so I'll have that rivet style on both sides. And now I'm just took one of my little pieces of wood panels here. I got these at the beginning. Yeah, I ordered them off Amazon. Just little. They're flexible, they could bend, but they're sturdy. Put some tuck tape. Now what I'll do, so for like some larger spots like here, I'll just go over that. I'll just tape that on and do the same thing for all the other holes. And then I will putty up the inside. Probably tomorrow, because this took me a lot longer than I thought. I think when I tape something on, I'll have to put something an inch or two thick on the front here to put a little pressure to hold it tight against the transom. All right, so it's all taped up. All the holes you can see are red. Even these little guys down here. There's the little tiny one there, I even did. 4 little guys on here. Yeah, and you can see I dug them out on the side too, again, to get kind of that rivet effect. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like on the outside here. Isn't it pretty? And there's the outside. Had that big piece that I used there, I just reused it there. And all the other pieces, I just made my own out of other pieces out of this stuff. Cut them to size. That seems to work pretty good to put a little pressure. And if it's not, I'll pull that table up again and put pressure. But yeah, should be fun getting all this tape off. The glue on this tuck tape is phenomenal.